Hey everybody, and welcome back to Having a Swatch. Today we will be having a swatch, having a little look at Adrift, the brand new spacewalking simulator, space floating simulator, Sandra Bullock simulator. It's a game in space, Adrift. Brand new out as of today, and it's by 310 Games. Brand new game by those people. I don't know what they worked on in the past individually, but as a team, it's their first game. Published by 505 Games, the people that publish games like Terraria, Sniper Elite Games, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, whole fucking range of games, big swath of games. So Adrift is now out. It's available on Steam, has been as of today, the 28th of March. It's available for £15 or $20 or your regional equivalent. And it's a first-person experience, an FPX is what we're calling it. So it's an FPX. It's not a walking simulator. It's not a space floating simulator. It's an FPX. Now I say it quite, you know, I'm ribbing them a bit. I'm rustling some jimmies. I'm ribbing them a bit, but I like games like this. I like walking simulators. I like kind of passive ambient games. So I don't really mind. I like stuff like that. So it's interesting to me. It's very interesting. But sadly, I do not have a VR setup. This has been touted, heralded as the VR game, the game you want to play on your Oculus Rift or, you know, your other VR things. So it's meant to be really good with that. I only have the old setup of a computer and a monitor. Still looks fucking gorgeous though. It's a very nice looking game. It's made in the Unreal Engine, and you can tell by the fact it says so when you boot the game. It's just Unreal Engine, I don't know. I have nothing technical to say about the Unreal Engine. Looks good. Looks not bad. We'll go in and we'll play. So the general premise of the game is you're an astronaut that wakes up after some sort of catastrophe on your space station. Everyone aboard has died, aside from you. You have no memory of this, but you're in space, and it's very, very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Now the music, we're entering a stage where the music goes really kind of weird. I don't mind that so much. Let's have a look here. So, I'm using the gamepad. You can use the keyboard and mouse. I found myself getting lost, as in my orienteering was terrible with the mouse and keyboard. You probably can do it yourself if you're that way inclined, if you're skilled. I am not, however. The gamepad works perfectly though. As you can see on the HUD, there's your velocity and direction on the left and right. Those correspond to your analog sticks, and I think it's just easier to have that there. It just works in my head. On the HUD as well, you've got the map on the left, you've got your oxygen on the right. Now the oxygen is very important. You'll spend the majority of your time, and this is one of the gripes that I have with the game, fishing for oxygen canisters. Oh, it's so fucking pretty though. Look how pretty it is. It's very pretty. There's bubbles of water. So you spend a lot of your time doing this, looking for these. Let me just give you a little demonstration of how this works. So hold X, yes, give me that sucker. I'll suck it up like some whipped cream from the can, and off we go. In the beginning, I was holding the left analog stick in a direction I wanted to travel. If you look at the oxygen meter, you'll see when I have it on and when I have it off. The little red notch is when I have it engaged. I was holding it down, wasting oxygen. I've learned that that's not ideal, so you kind of set your velocity and just leave it, you know. Holding both the trigger buttons will brake. Right trigger for up, left trigger for down. Your bumper buttons will rotate you. Fairly easy to control on the gamepad. The mouse and keyboard, it has all the same buttons, but it just feels different. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't know. With the gamepad, it just feels better, so I've been using the gamepad. So the premise is you're in this situation. Things are bad. Things have been destroyed. In fact, your whole space station's destroyed. Your whole crew is dead, and you're left up here with no memory. What I've done so far is began collecting SD cards, yeah, small SD cards floating in, solid state drives floating around. I've been picking them up for some unknown purpose so far. Now, Steam tells me I've played about an hour of the game. Probably more like half an hour, to be honest. A lot of faffing about, setting up recordings and such. But, yeah, so the main thing, right, people are going to be like, they're going to be like 15 quid, $20 for this. They're going to be probably a little bit, dubious, wary. I know a lot of people are this way inclined, and then there's they're, you know, entitled to be this way. They feel like if they don't get like a couple of hours per dollar, the game's not worth it. So yes, let's just break it down here and orientate ourselves properly. Yes, we'll stop here, so I can chat, so I can shoot the shit. So yeah, people are usually like, if I don't get 1 or 2 or maybe 3 hours per dollar for a game, I ain't playing it. And, you know, you're well within your right to think so. I'm not really that way inclined. I take every game as an individual experience. But I'm yet to finish the game. So take this as a first impressions. This is not going to be a recommendation or me telling you to buy the game. I'm just showing you the game and what's what. Have a little bit of that. Can I get up there? The hydroponics lab? Oh, I'm at home, lads. Professor Green is home. So yeah, this is not a recommendation video or me telling you to buy the game. It's just me showing you the game. But yes, some people do not like games that cost, you know, 0.3 hours per dollar or less. I don't blame them. That's up to you. It's the value of your dollar. But anyway, the game looks fucking gorgeous. Let's go outside and actually have a look. I can imagine this being deeply fucking enjoyable on a VR setup. Let's just stop here for a second. Just imagine what could be achieved with an Oculus Rift. And this is the first game that I played that's made me think maybe I should actually shell out and buy one. Fuck, there's literally nothing here. This is bad, right? So hitting on the right analog stick, pressing down on the right analog stick will present not so much objectives, but things that you might want to have a swatch at. So, for instance, your canister holders. They exist. And you're going to be spending a lot of time fishing for these bastards. In fact, I think the majority of the time playing the game so far has been looking for oxygen, which I understand is probably important given that there's no oxygen in space, and that we as humans require oxygen to not die. These are important things to remember. I think it kind of it messes a little with the pacing of the game, somewhat. This is a little thing that tells us some stuff.
Specialist, McDonough, Andrew, 29, June,
I'm out in the bad zone, lads.
Full rupture in irrigation caused a massive power outage while I was on spacewalk replacing solars today.
Let's go over here.
Station dark. Comms out for 23 of the longest minutes of my life. Thought this is it. Tried patching audio from my PDD so I could at least hear Lucy on the way out, but couldn't grab signal.
Damn.
Floating there in silence, waiting for the end. I really saw how selfish I've been with her. I have to change.
Reflection of the self in the face of death. I understand. So I'm floating. You can see the velocity here. It's pointed in the direction of the space thing. I don't really want to fuck with the shit too much. If I hold down the left analog stick, it'll eat through my oxygen. So I'm just going to set the velocity and control the direction with my right analog stick. Just so I can get here without wasting too much oxygen. Now, there's a chance that I might die. But I've done it. We're doing it regardless. Because I want to see this Africa, I believe. We might actually be okay. Then again, I have no... I can't even see if there's any... We're scanning the environment, but I can't see if there's any oxygen here. Now, because we're out in deep space... I say deep space, we're out in space, we're out in space. Our oxygen depletes faster than it would be if we're in a corridor or within parts of the space station. I don't think it technically works that way with science. I don't think oxygen quite works that way, but in the game, that's just the way it is. Out here, not good. That was some severe pop-in, lads. Okay, that would be marks off in a VR situation. I would be like, my immersion has been fucked. We're probably going to die and restart at the next or the last checkpoint. That's fine. Look, these things out in space, fucking. Right, that's it. I'm just gonna jam the left analog stick then, and we're gonna see the fail state of the game. See, I'm showing you all. I'm giving you all the stuff. There we go. Dead. But I died in pretty scenery. So that's fine, I guess, you know. Retry. Mankind above all else. Hardy man. Haha. Rude. Rude and lewd. So yes, the voice actress, I believe, for our main character is the same voice actress as the lady in Firewatch. I think. Now let's not go out that way this time. Let's go like this way this time. Instead, let's not, you know, point ourselves out to open space and die. So yeah, we'll be spending a lot of time looking for oxygen. That's just the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. One thing I have trouble with as well is navigation. Now, I have no idea which section of the ship I'm in, where I'm meant to be going, or what the fuck I'm doing. Like, the top right, or the top left, sorry, of the HUD will give you information. Like, for instance, if you're scanning, if you pick up a thing, if there's something going down. But realistically, I actually have no idea what my objective is, other than not die at this point. Which isn't necessarily bad, because it leaves to a more open-ended experience in terms of... I know I have to repair the ship, or at least not repair the whole thing, but I need to do something to get me to safety. But I don't know what that is that I need to do, which makes it pretty... I don't know, it adds to it a little. I'm like, what would I do if I was out in this situation myself? Because I'm not a hotshot fucking... Ooh, repair station. I'm not a hotshot astronaut that knows stuff. I'm not Commander fucking Big Tam Shepherd or anything. I'm just me. I've never been to space, don't know what I'd do, but I'm thinking about it myself, and I'm like, well, maybe I would, you know. Well, first I'd repair my suit. And the fancy dancy high-tech fucking suit repairer. There we go, and that will remove the cracks and such from our helmet. So integrity, yes. And it looks like that also gives us full oxygen as well, which is nice. So let's set our orientation to... oh, fuck. To forward. We got the tree of life. So it's telling me I want to look at something over here. I can do that. That's actually quite far away, so I'd imagine that is our objective then. Is this thing over here. Man, the game is just fucking stunning though. It is, I don't want... you don't want to use buzzwords like stunning, breathtaking, fucking, you know, best experience all years. But it is a very pretty game. I can't help it. It's space, everything fucking floats. If I bop into this, headbutt this plant. Boom. Got him. It's enjoyable. What can I say? Very slow paced. Very meandering, but I think that only benefits the situation. You're in space, you wouldn't be getting shit done quickly. You'd panic a lot, for goddamn sure. Grab that shit. So, it says we want to be this way. Do we really want to be this way though? I have no idea. I'm freestyling. I'm doing my thing. Now I'm going to try and keep the general length of the video quite short. Because I don't want to show too much, because it's quite a short game. I don't want to give too much away. For those of you that do wish to buy the game and play it. But yeah, this is probably one of the games that's kind of making me itch a little to get VR. Because up to this point, it's mostly been, dare I say, shit. I mean, there's what, Elite Dangerous looks fucking cool. But most of the games are demos, and it's like fucking, you know, shower, or you're in a kitchen, you're making a sandwich. It's like, shit, I can do IRL. You know, if I wanted to make a sandwich, I'd go down to my kitchen and make a sandwich. If I wanted to shower, I'd do it. I don't need a VR setup to do showering. But a game like this, like, I can't do this. No way, they wouldn't let me to space. An almost 29-year-old man from Scotland, they would not let me anywhere near a spacecraft. That's not gonna fucking happen. So I need to VR that shit. But a sandwich, you know, a sandwich I can handle. I've got sandwich on lockdown. Sandwich and shower on lockdown. Space. No. I think space would be slightly more technical too. So let's replenish our air. Now, I think these may respawn. Don't hold me on that. Don't quote me on that. But I think these respawn. Because I've been this way before. Oh, fuck me. This is quite a gap to fucking travel. Ah, there's our pal. He died, he did. He's our, in fact, we should probably go down here then and see what's what with our pal. Then, this is, Madonna, I think. Not Madonna, as in not like fucking pointed cone tits lady. As in, Madonna, no, MacDonna? Is that what his name is? Like fucking like the Irish? I have no idea. I just realised that if I say his name and the name of the pop artist, they both sound the same in my accent. I've never realised that before. Kind of scary. Hold on, does he have anything worthwhile? I hope it is. Yeah, Madonna, aye. Let's fuck him. Slapped him! Yeah, these definitely respawn because I've been down here before. Ah! Right, hold on. This is when you break, because I'm starting to lose all ideas of what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, this is out to open space. This is bad. We don't go out this way at all. I'm gonna come out here just to show you now. What you'd ideally want to be doing with this game is playing it on 4K, if you're playing it on a monitor. Because you can kind of see the curvature of the Earth is a little bit, a little bit liney. So I'm playing 1080p 60, of course. If you were to play it yourself and you had a beefy rig, you could probably do 4K no problem. Runs well. There's not a lot of visual stuff really, if you think about it. There's a lot of open space, so I'd imagine the game will be optimized fairly well for most systems. If you have a slightly more powerful graphics card, I'd slap it up to 4K and just appreciate the wonderful super sampled visuals if you have a 1080p monitor, because it'll help with things like AA and, you know, smoothing out lines and curves and stuff. So I guess we're going this way, and we'll just float through the polystyrene. Just lower myself down a little. No, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy awful lot just this floating in space part. Because most of the time I'm like, well, one wrong move and I'm probably dead. And as we go in, we'll try and get this little fella here. Replenish our oxygen. The oxygen, these little oxygen, oh wait, hold on, down we go. Spray can things. Very numerous, you get a lot of them. They're gonna be everywhere. You're never gonna want for them. Particularly if they do respawn, like I think they do. You're never really going to want for them, but that really the only hazard I've encountered so far is oxygen. That's the only thing you need to constantly keep an eye on. And I think it may hurt the pacing of the game rather than anything else. Now, I wish to discover what I'm supposed to be doing. Have I been here before? I think I have. But I wish to discover what I'm supposed to do now, because I hope it would change the music, because it's starting to grate on me a little. It's cool. But its wooziness makes me a little woozy myself, I'm not gonna lie. Right, slot it in the hole, let's do it. But yeah, it's a gorgeous game. It's a gorgeous experience, really. But that is what it is, it's an experience. Is it a video game? Yes, it's a video game, but it's more of an experience than anything else. I actually seen like the airlock type thing going on there. Is this the main area? Spiritus, have I not been here before? Is this not just where I came from? Ah, fuck. I think I'm supposed to go back to the... I'm not sure. So I picked up a bunch of these solid state drives. And this is all like plant life and shit. This is where they've... essentially what they're trying to do in the year 2037, I think it is they're trying to colonize the, just outside the Earth's atmosphere with these space stations, or at least this one. Does this tell me... I think it might be this one, actually. We'll just orientate ourselves so we're the right way up. It does control very well. Wait, hold on. This looks very, very similar. This looks very similar indeed. But it does control well with the gamepad. Keyboard and mouse left a little to be desired. I have no idea what it'd be like with those fucking... I don't even know if it would work with the HTC thing. With its funky hand things. Although that would be cool if it did. You could potentially Iron Man about, maybe. Right. The hydropod. Very nice. Very pretty. Very pretty. But we don't want to be in the hydropod. Unless they're growing the dank herb, we have no reason to be here. You know, you can keep your celery and parsley to yourself. That is a maple leaf, isn't it? Or a dock leaf. I'm not sure what you call those. It looks like a maple leaf. It's certainly not the Mary Jane, from what I can tell. But then why would you grow weed in space if you can't smoke it? You could hotbox your spacesuit, I guess. If that was what you wanted to do. If you were that way inclined. I'm sure they don't let smokers go into space, though. Yes. So, like I said earlier on, navigation I'm finding a little bit tough. Because I have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to be. Tell me where to go, motherfucker. I feel like I need to be in there. I feel like this might be the right direction of travel. I will not finish the video until we do something. Until we get something done. So, yes. Assistance, not too good. We'll just grab this on the way back. Hello. Give it the slap. I can't believe I slapped my pal into deep space. With a hand. What a rascal I am. Big time in space! Look at me go, I know how space works. I think after this, NASA should look at this and be like, yo, you know what? He knows what he's doing. He should be a fully qualified spaceman, and they should send me to space. At least give me a ride up and let me see. See, that's the thing. When's fucking Richard Branson gonna do his thing? Ah. When's he gonna be taking folk to space? Because you know what? If I had the money, I'd be down for that, even if it was just like a short couple of hours. I feel like I probably want to be a little higher. What was that buzzing sound? Right, I feel like this is probably the right place to be. I was gonna say, you better grab that shit. I feel like this is gonna be the right place to be. If I wanted to be anywhere, I'd be in the big section. The place where the most space was. Because you know what? I think it'd probably be safer in here. I think this is probably where all the good stuff is. So again, repeatedly hitting the right analog stick just to see if I can tell what I'm supposed to be doing. So you'll occasionally get Earth being like, yo, we heard shit's fucked. Ah, well. It's fine, there'll be more oxygen here. It's a guarantee. So they'll be saying like, yo, shit's fucked, we know. Can we help? But I really can't reply to them, is the problem. Oh no. That's bad.
Force mainframe damaged and offline. Manual repair required.
Manual repair required. It's probably not a good idea to go through the broken glass, but I wonder if there's anything I can. Oh yeah. Aye, okay, right. So there will be a way in somewhere. Although my oxygen's beginning to run low. It's at this point I'm like, yeah. Oh wait, hold on, I see it. That's definitely a way in. Is it? I hope it is. Ah. Okay, that looks like a way in. We'll try it. The floating, it makes it tense. Because I don't want to use the thrusters on my suit as they expel the air very quickly, and I need the air to breathe. We've been through this already. Humans need air to breathe. Oh no. Down. Oh fuck. No. Why not? Is that a window? Ah. I'm being blueballed by the game. I was stuck on the pole! Ah! Well. Let's retry that one. I would admit, do you know what the reason why I died? Is because the hubris, I was like, I bet there's oxygen through here. Right, that's what I need. The good stuff. Wait, hold on. Where am I? Oh shit, so it loaded me right here? I don't know why, but I kind of feel like maybe I'm not supposed to be here if it pointed me the other direction. Let's just try and get in this time. Fuck man, get your fat spacesuit ass in here. Good. So where the fuck am I? I'm in the mainframe, yo. Ah, listenables. So I encountered a lot of these handheld PDA type things where you can listen to messages from members of the crew.
Personal log. Systems specialist. McDonough, Andrew. 17 April 2037.
Madonna. McDonough. Oh, I'm back here. This is maybe good.
22 months since
I've been
mission
trying to get
start.
back here. Okay, good.
10 longer than I signed up for in the first place.
I grabbed a bunch of hard drives, and now I don't know where they go.
Myself, I wouldn't leave it like this.
So this is where you essentially start the game in this area,
Promises by taking another
and I've ended up going around in a big old circle
life
to get back here. Right, now that I'm back here,
Father of the year.
and now I'm talking over the guy's message, he's talking about being Father of the Year, but he's not actually, because he's bad, he's being sarcastic, you see.
I owe her one.
I guess we'll end the video here, just because I don't want to show too much, but this is it, you float through space and do things. I have no idea how the story pans out. This video is not a recommendation or me saying buy the game, it's just me showing you the game so you can see what it's like, because that's what we do. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, all the usual good stuff, and I will see you next time.